the partners in crime are gonna... Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode with ManaMan, and today we've got a juicer for you. We've got partners in crime. What kind of crime are we going to be committing? We got blue collar crime, we got white collar crime, all the crime that you can think of, fraud or whatever. However we can get a win is what we're going to be doing. We got Halana and Alena partners, first strike and reach. At the beginning of combat on your turn, put 1/1 counters on another target creature you control, where X is their power, and that creature also gains haste until end of turn. Now, of course, we are using this to ramp up a mono white shell. Mono white is also a really good card, or deck rather, but what I think that it's lacking, there's a few things that it's lacking. First off, it's lacking some sort of reliable life gain, and so they have the adversary that costs 2. It has to have lifelink, but I don't think that's enough. I think what you really need is the Angelfire Ignition. This card is one of the best cards in the format. I don't know if people are playing it. I see it here and there. I think it should be played a little bit more in aggressive decks. This card is absolutely bonkers. This is one of the single-handedly cards that can swing a game. If you go second playing aggro versus aggro, you can still win with this card. That's how powerful this is. There's not many cards in the format that you can say that about. So Angelfire Ignition is insane, and we are definitely running red just for it. So then what else are we running? We're running red, and we're also running a little bit of green because we have Halana and Alena partners. So if we're running green, we might as well go for the Snakeskin Veil. Snakeskin Veil is going to be really, really awesome. Put a +1/1 counter and you get hexproof. How good is that? It's one of the it's a classic for a reason. Snakeskin Veil is here to stay. We also got Inscription of Abundance. Now, Inscription of Abundance is really cool because not only can you use +2/1/1 counters, but it's also an instant, and there's a lot of different things you can do. You can gain life. Again, we were talking about that life gain. If they're not expecting this, in the wrong type of scenario, wrong kind of matchup, you can really screw up your opponent's tempo with this. And then you can also, for the kicker, we are also not running anything above 5, so the Inscription of Abundance can be a bomb spell at 5 to use, and you can just use everything. And I love the Inscription of Abundance. Now, the first thing you'll kind of notice here is, like, we are running Angelfire Ignition, Inscription of Abundance, etc., with Thalia, and Thalia does nerf our own spells. But I'm telling you right now, it is absolutely worth it. It is absolutely not a big deal. Thalia will get the job done. It doesn't matter. So, worst case scenario is just like this Angelfire Ignition costs like 1 more or something. I'm telling you right now, it's okay. It's totally okay. I've never had like one. I was a little bit skeptical at first as well. I've never had really one match where it was like a big problem here, but absolutely wonderful here. Obviously, we're running Legion Angel because it's like the craziest card in white aggro. You got to have the Legion Angels in for the sideboard. If you have one, it pretty much, the value you get from it is absolutely bonkers. Got an Elite Spellbinder and an Adeline here because, well, why not? Elite Spellbinder takes away some cards. Adeline is one of the most insane cards ever. If it wasn't legendary, we'd be running 4, and if there wasn't a 4 count, we'd be running 10. So maybe not 10, but Luminarch Aspirant is also really cool. Fateful Absence, really awesome. I'm thinking about kicking it up to 3, but you definitely want at least 2. Just too good of a card. I do prefer it over Portable Hole just because you can hit bigger creatures and planeswalkers, so I love Fateful Absence. Maybe kick down Snakeskin Veil to 2 and Fateful Absence to 3, but either way, Hopeful Initiate and Usher the Fallen for some big time problems here. And Hopeful Initiate in this deck is so busted. You remove 2/1/1 counters from among creatures you control, and you're gonna have a lot of 1/1 counters everywhere. So Hopeful Initiate can get rid of enchantments and artifacts as well. If you take a look, our mana sources here are wild. We got Cave of the Frost Dragon, we got Seed of the Empire, Crucible of Defiance, we got 2 Boseiju who endures, and just a ton of multiple lands here. So I actually love this land source here. I think it's pretty much maximized. We got 2 Cave of the Frost Dragons, and we got all of the pretty legendary lands here that can do a bunch of different things in the right scenario. So this is pretty much the deck. Let's go ahead and take the partners in crime and go ahead and cause some crime. Let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Alrighty here, let's see what we got, and I guess we'll keep it. It's a little rough, but I kind of like what we got going on. If we can get into another source here, we can drop, oh, well that was, hey, we're gonna go and give them the friendly mulligan hello. So we do get a Boseiju who endures, that's gonna be really nice, but turn 1, we're just gonna go for the Overgrown Farmland. Nothing too crazy here. We get some more green, and we get some more sources here. I love it, you love to see it. So let's drop this for, I guess we can go for green. We do have another red source with the Crucible. Yeah, we'll go ahead and drop this for, yeah, it doesn't really matter. We can go for green here. That is going to be fine. Let's go for our Luminarch Aspirant. I know it seems a little bit weird. Seems a little bit more like, well, what are you, ManaMan, what are you doing? It should be kind of obvious here, but if we go for red, we can, oh, we can have another red source here, so, but we can also use this for the, it could be the end of the game, you know, the 2/1/1s with haste could end up swinging the game. So let's go ahead and drop this for red. And let's go for Elite Spellbinder. I know we're doing it before we attack, whatever, we don't care. I just want to see what they got going on here. So we're seeing like Jeskai. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Well, we can't have the Hanada come out. So the Hanada into the Magma Opus is just like cheating. So it's going to have to be this Hanada. So no way in heck we're letting that go through. We're going to go up to a 3/3. Can we kill them before they get into the Farewell? I think maybe we can, but yeah, like I said, if they would have gotten into this Hanada, they would be able to cast this Magma Opus for basically free, and we are not letting that happen. Heck no, heck no. So we're going to drop this for white, and now we're going to have enough for Halana and Alena. This is going to be really awesome. So the partners in crime are going to be wrecking some havoc here. Let's go with Halana and Alena. I'm actually going to put the 1/1 counter. Let's go ahead and give this to Elite Spellbinder, and then we'll put this on Halana and Alena so that they get a 6/4. Sounds pretty good to me. So that's 9 damage. Boom, boom. If this is the whole game could have been turned around if they used Hanada and Hanada Crown, but unfortunately, what's going to happen now is I think we're going to go ahead and get Farewelled. And, you know, should I have used Halana and Alena? Was that a little bit too aggressive here? Maybe, but I'm not that worried. We can still go for Luminarch Aspirant and an Angelfire Ignition, so not too worried here. I am a little bit, but we can go for Luminarch Aspirant and then an Angelfire Ignition. They are tapped out, so we can go ahead and make this a 4/4. If we didn't have the Angelfire Ignition, I might have saved the Halana and Alena. But like I said, we do want to be aggressive here. So burn down the house. And remember what I was saying about the Crucible of Defiance. Remember what I was saying here? This could have come in handy. This is why I did not want to play this. We could go make 2/1/1s with haste. That might be the game here. So let's go ahead and drop our Hopeful Initiate, and we'll go for our Angelfire Ignition. This won't be the game, but look at this. We're going to be able to swing in here. 3/1. So down to 1 life. If they get rid of this Hopeful Initiate somehow, we would still be able to have the Crucible of Defiance. And that is exactly why I have the 1/1s here. So this is, I think I want to go wide rather than just go Angelfire Ignition. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. For the point of the content, let's go for the Crucible of Defense. And I don't think that, if they have, well, they only have 1 untapped, so they're not going to be able to do this. Let's go for the Crucible of Defiance and create 2 1/1s here. They will have haste. We're going to swing out here. I don't believe they can stop us with one red source. This does not have lifelink or anything. So we could use Angelfire Ignition, but just for the point of what I was trying to say, never give up on your lands too early. Even though it doesn't seem like a big deal, it could literally be the swing of the match. Now, I know we could have went for Angelfire Ignition and probably went for lethal anyway. But if they have some sort of removal spell, it would have been it. So our opponent is probably feeling a little salty right now. I don't know if they're going to rope us, but either way. And they let us go through. Look at that. They're a sport. Good game. Remember to subscribe to the channel for more Magic deck videos every single day. Agnes v. Julie, how we doing here? Let's go ahead and keep this. Good enough hand. Like to go first, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. But I'll beg. I'm not afraid to beg. So, oh, I saw the mulligan. We'll give a friendly mulligan hello. Everyone needs a friend when you take a mulligan because it's just not fun. So commune with spirits. They're obviously going enchantments. So you've shown your hand early. You've revealed yourself to be who you are. I hope it was worth it. This is a little bit. I don't know what's going on there. Some trickery, some real trickery here, because you're not running blood. So, okay, be that as it may. We'll jump our Cave of the Frost Dragon. We've got no turn 1 play, but it's okay. Because we still got a pretty powerful hand here. So, gonna be a little nervous if they drop the Jukai. They do not drop the Jukai Naturalist, so that's okay. And Thalia is gonna be wonderful here. Thalia lets us... I mean, it also makes our Fateful Absence 1 higher, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. This Kami of Transience is going to need to go eventually. So let's go ahead and just make their lives annoying by making all their enchantment spells cost 1 more. And then we can go ahead and Fateful Absence. There's the Jukai. Okay, this can't happen. This cannot happen. The Jukai Naturalist and the Transients out at the same time is an absolute nightmare. And we can't let this happen. So, oh boy, what do we want to do here? We do get another Elite Spellbinder. I'm going to drop this for green, because we do need some green sources at this point. We can drop Adeline or Spellbinder. Which one's actually better here? I think I'd rather just go with Adeline here. Let's go with Adeline and actually attack with the Thalia. It's a little crazy. They have 3 cards in their hand. I want to get the Adeline out because worst case scenario, we could at least still chump block, or we could trade with the Transients. Don't think we're going to be able to trade the Transients because it's going to get bigger, but I think we can do this for 1 turn. Just 1 turn, I think we're going to be okay with this. They give me a nice, that makes me scared. So, we do give them some free health. I don't know what the nice was for. Is that like sarcastic or something? Okay, either way, we can take 1 more hit from this Kamigawa Transients. Now, the Runeforge champion, unfortunately, is going to be not very good because now they're going to be able to storm their auras here. Okay. So, we're going to need a lot of things. We're going to need, what, like a red source? We're going to need a prayer. There's our red source. They stole it. So, they do get to activate their Rune of Might. They get past their Thalia, draw the card up to a 3/3. I don't know why they didn't attack. That's a little bit weird to me. Why would they not attack? Okay, I guess they're a little bit nervous. What I kind of would like to do, let's go ahead and give him a thinking here. If I want to swing in with we could just I don't want to use this Fateful Absence, but I'm not really sure like when's the best time to use it. If we use Fateful Absence on the Transients, no, it's still not going to be good enough. This thing can still trample us through, so that's going to be a problem. I think eventually, it's kind of gross. I'm just going to play the Luminarch Aspirant, and eventually we'll just maybe just try and get this thing to be as big as it can. It's not great. It's really not great, but we can swing in here, and if they want to trade, let's do it. I don't feel wonderful about it, but they're going to chump block this, and they're not going to trade, so we do get some damage off, but they get the lifelink, and the Kamigawa Transients, I'm sure, is not done growing, so kind of an awkward spot here. I would love another land, another red source, so okay, so Commune with Spirits does cost 2 now. I don't want them to get to another aura with the Runeforge champion, but Showdown of Scalds, that's going to be a problem in long term. So this thing's going to go up to a 3/3. I'm actually okay with them buffing this thing up, because if we use, it becomes weird, because if we use Fateful Absence, at this point I might be interested in using it on the Naturalist, though they go ahead and we do get our red source. That is going to be wonderful. Let's drop this for red. That is what we need here. Let's drop Halana and Alena, partners in crime, baby. It's go time. Let's do it. Okie dokie. So let's go ahead and use Aspirant. We're gonna put this on the Adeline here, and then we're gonna put the Aspirant on the Halana and Alena. So this will resolve first, 3/4. This is now an 8/8. And if we swing in here, this will create another token, and this will be a 9/8. So they would have to double block here. I don't think they want to do that. So we're gonna be able to apply quite a bit of pressure here. Yeah, they do get a little bit of life back, but I don't really care. 9 damage. They'll get what, 4 back, and we're doing some work here. As long as the Halana and Alena, partners in crime, can stay up here, we're gonna be okay. I actually do love this combo, Showdown of the Scalds, with this deck, because with the Jukai Naturalist and the Kamigawa Transients, it does allow them to get going like very, very well. But they go with another Transients. That's actually, I think it's just kind of slow here. So I think we are now in the driver's seat here. We can do a lot of different things, like a lot of different things. I actually kind of want to go for an Elite Spellbinder, put something in the air. If we can put something in the air, that's pretty mighty. We can also Fateful Absence this Jukai Naturalist and just blow them out of the water. Let's just go for Elite Spellbinder. I think that's just still the best. Elite Spellbinder, let's go ahead and see what they got in this hand here. And yeah, let's go ahead. Oh, that's all land. Wow. Okay, well, we're going to go ahead and put this on the Spellbinder and then put this on the Halana and Alena. So this is a nice 7/5, and they cannot block this. They do not have reach or anything. I am gonna swing in here. It's tempting to swing all, but we don't have lethal even if we were to do that, so there's no point in doing that. They can still block this little human, but we are sitting very, very pretty right now. Jukai Naturalist can block this off to gain life, but they're gonna have to deal, at least chump block this Adeline here, and the Elite Spellbinder is a 7/5 with haste, and they cannot block this, so this is a win condition all in itself. So they're gonna go ahead and block this. I still am a little salty. I wonder what that nice was. Like, what was that nice at the beginning? Was that like sarcastic? I don't even know, or was it genuine? I really don't even know. But either way, they're gonna go back up to 10, and we have a very powerful board here. They can storm pretty well, but man, they got three cards here that are all land. So just another showdown of the Scalds. I mean, they can get big, but they're not gonna be able to get bigger than us. So another showdown of the Scalds. They're gonna be able to put a 1/1 counter on the Transients, and then so an 8/8. This is an 8/8 with trample, but I don't know. I just don't think it's gonna be big enough. So they can go with Touch of the Spirit Realm. That's a problem. We don't have a green spell to use Snakeskin Veil. That's actually not good, but how bad is it? If they take away our Halana and Alena, so just a Jukai Naturalist, I'm assuming this is coming out, the Touch of the Spirit Realm. So so they're gonna go with Ruin of... Okay, so are they just foregoing the Touch of the Spirit Realm? I guess they have enough with the... Because this costs a white. I don't see a white source that they can play. Right? Because Jukai Naturalist makes things less. So they're going to swing with 12. This has Lifelink. Lifelink and Trample. What do we want to do here? They can't crush both the Adeline and the Halana and Alena. But it does have Lifelink. Do we just let this go? If we let this go and they hit for 12, and we take 5 to 22. I think we just double block it. It's not great, but see, we take the 13, they can't kill it. Okay, I think I'm okay with this. The Kamiya Transience is gonna die. They can't do anything else. So they're gonna take what Halana and Alena is going to die, but we're gonna survive. So if I think I probably just would have taken the damage if Adeline would have died. Yeah, it goes back into their hand, but I mean it's not all, you know, they still can't play it, and now it's not on the board or anything. So, and now what do we want to do here? Obviously, we're still sitting mighty fine here. We can just go ahead and use Fateful Absence on this big Jukai Naturalist, which is annoying me to death. So I'm actually just gonna play this right now. Let's actually just do this right now before damage. We'll get rid of this. No more lifelink, no more nothing. +1/+1 counter. Let's go on the Elite Spellbinder. Or do we want to put this on this? Let's put it on the Thalia to really put some pressure on them. If we really put some... We can swing wide here. I'm going to keep the Aspirant. And we'll get another 1/1 counter here. They can still block off the Jukai Naturalists. We could use another land source, because we're kind of sitting a little bit gross here. So they're gonna take a lot of damage here. They're gonna take like 18 or whatever. So they're actually okay. So they're gonna double block the Thalia. That's a little bit concerning. I want to kill the Jukai Naturalist over this. How many? What do they have? Community Spirit, Touch of the Spirit Realm. They have a lot of different things they can do here. I'd rather just kill the Naturalist because that makes all enchantments lower. So we'll go ahead and do that. I guess, oh, that's actually, I should have maybe, I definitely should have been more alert if they wanted to double block with Thalia. We could have left a green open and had a Snakeskin Veil open by keeping one green source open. So that is not good. It probably should have been, should have maybe thought that. I wasn't really expecting them to double block the Thalia, so that's unfortunate. But either way, we'll at least kill the Jukai Naturalist. So we'll take them down to 5. So, and our Thalia is gone now, but man, we could have had a Snakeskin Veil, so that is really unfortunate. Fortunately, I'm wondering what another Naturalist. That's not good. Now they're gonna be able to play all the different things in the entire world. Oh my god, what a nightmare. And now I'm scared of this Touch of the Spirit Realm. I think that's the entire game. I do. That could swing this whole game. If I could use Snakeskin Veil on the Touch of the Spirit Realm, whatever they target, I think that could single-handedly decide this game. What? That's sad. That's really sad. Wow. You know, it is my fault for not being, you know, on top of things, but, you know, the auto tap feature, you know, you could have helped me out. You could have left the green source open. They're going to go with another Jukai Naturalist. This thing is just going to get, I think this is the beginning of the end. I think this is the beginning of the end here. So the Touch of the Spirit Realm, if we could use Touch of the Spirit Realm, and, yeah, that's the entire game. That's so unfortunate. We could literally have won. That's the entire game. Oh no! That is the entire game from this green source. I guess that's my fault. I'll take the blame, but what a travesty. We get a Showdown Pass, or Sundown Pass rather. We can't go into Cave of the Frost Dragon. We can still go for the Elite Spellbinder. We're done. We're done in the water. We're cooked. We're cooked. We're gonna go for Elite Spellbinder, but that's gonna be it. Oh, what? It's just so disappointing. So disappointing. We're going to go for the Luminarch Aspirant. Sure, why not? Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and put one on Adeline here. Let's just go ahead and put them both on Adeline. I guess we could save one for Elite Spellbinder. No. So we'll be able to swing in here. It's not even the right move because they can just ping this off and just get free lifelink damage here. So the lifelink comes in, they go up to 5, so it didn't even really do anything, but I guess now we've got a big enough creature. Absolute travesty here. Another Showdown of the Scalds. What's our win condition here? I don't think we have one. It's so sad. I cannot get over that green source. The double, I'll at least give our opponent credit though. The double block on the Thalia was really, really good. Maybe they get lazy here. Maybe. I think they can play this for free. Yeah, right? Because play for 1 rather than pay the cost, and they can use Jukai. Put another 1/1 counter. This thing's gonna have Trample and Lifelink. This thing's gonna be way too big for us. Yeah, that Snakeskin Veil was the game. I know I've said it a million times, but yeah, we're gonna have to just take it. Can't do anything about that. Good game. Kulo Decane, how are we doing here? This is a terrible hand. This is not a good hand for what we want to do, so we're gonna go ahead and mulligan this away. This is by default a little better, so we'll go ahead and keep this. And yeah, we'll go ahead and keep this. I think we're gonna mulligan away the Usher of the Fallen. We can already play 1. Yeah, we'll be okay. We'll be as okay can be. So, see what our opponent wants to do. They are. I mean, hopefully they're on a mulligan as well because they're taking a long time. So let's go ahead and get rid of one of these Usher of the Fallens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are. We're gonna go ahead and flash them a friendly mulligan. Hello. And let's drop this. Let's go for white. Usher of the Fallen, baby. And then we'll be able to use Boseiju, who endures, for turn 2 to get out our Luminarch Aspirant. Do we want to go for Thalia? Do we want to go for Thalia, or do we want to go for something else? That's actually quite the interesting conversation. I think I'm going to opt to go with Thalia. So a Rabbit Battery, ooh, that's kind of annoying. I am not blocking here. So down to 17. They put the Blitzkrieg is on, so the onslaught has begun. Let's drop Boseiju here, and Thalia or Luminarch Aspirants. I'm going to go with Thalia here. Let's go with Thalia. Let's slow down their spells. I think that's probably what they got going on here. The Usher of the Fallen is just sitting here really awkwardly. In case maybe they bump something up, I guess we'll just use Usher of the Fallen because I always hate that when you have a creature and like you can't really swing in, but you can't really block either. It's just so awkward. I hate being awkward. It's not fun. So this is going to be able to go into Etching of Kumano the next turn, but for now, we just have to worry about what they got going on here. I hope this Thalia kind of slowed them down. So they actually get, what is this? The Upriser Renegade. So it gets +2/+0 for each modified creature we control. Okay, I was about to say, if they want to do that, I think I'd be okay with that. I think I would be okay with trading the Thalia, but they would be able to just ping it away. So I don't know why they wouldn't do that. I would think that they want to do that. But either way, let's go ahead and drop our Elite Spellbinder. We are Elite. And let's see what we want to get rid of here. An Abrade, Abrade. They can't cast that yet. Bloodthirsty Adversary is just more hate on our battlefield, but they can't really do anything. I actually think we're going to take away the Abrade, because the Bloodthirsty Adversary, we can just take that away. The Bloodthirsty Adversary is not that big of a problem. I mean, they can equip the Rabbit Battery, but I think we're okay with it. So the Etching of a Kumano comes in. I don't know, that Abrade just scares me a little bit. Maybe I'm stupid. I am stupid, but we'll see how stupid. So, Bloodthirsty Adversary, they don't have the mana, I don't believe. They do, well, I am a liar. They do now, so I guess they could go for Blood Adversary and then go for Rabbit Battery, but they're just gonna put it on the Fireblade Charger. Okay. This is gonna be a 4/4. I'm actually gonna let this go. It's not fun, but I think at this point we can go ahead and use Thalia. Yeah, we're gonna use Thalia, and then if they want to deal the damage, I'm assuming they're gonna hit Thalia. I would assume. No, they're gonna hit the Elite Spellbinder. That's a little bit odd to me. That's a little bit weird to me. I was assuming that they would take the Thalia, and then we would be able to play our Luminarch Aspirant and have a Fateful Absence, but I guess not. I suppose not. So they're going to reconfigure this onto the Etching of Kumano. Okay, well, we're going to be able to make ourselves big enough for this, so they don't take that. That's so weird to me. That's so bizarre. So this is actually kind of a yucky spot. This is really yucky, because we don't want to go into our Adeline here, because we can't swing in. We can't swing in effectively. So what I'm going to do is go for a Luminarch Aspirant and put it on the Thalia. We're just not ready for this Adeline here, so really unfortunate. Let's go and put it on Thalia. If they kill the Thalia somehow, we'll be able to use the Fateful Absence, but right now we're just kind of just sitting at a bay, you know? Just taking our time. We're like a gargoyle sitting on top of the perch and just biding our time until the time is right. So they're gonna swing with this thing. This thing's gonna be a 4/4. Can't keep taking this thing forever. Can't keep taking it forever, and that is the problem. But we can take it for now. I think we can take it one more turn. We can get an Adeline out next turn. It's not great, but I don't know what else we're supposed to do here. I don't want to chump block. We go for a Hopeful Initiate. That's going to be good enough, I think. We're going to go for Hopeful Initiate. And I know that they're sitting here with this Abrade, so... And it does cost 5 now, so we're going to go for Hopeful Initiate into our Adeline here. Put this on the Thalia, so this way we can at least trade with this Renegade by now. And now we'll pass turn. And now I think we're sitting a little bit stronger now. So, they got this Bloodthirsty Adversary doesn't do a whole lot. I mean, even if they have another red source, they can +1/+1 it, but like what are they going to do with it? They can't really cast anything. There's nothing in the graveyard. So this just becomes a 3/3 haste for 5. Thundering Raiju. Okay, that... Oh, you just have to be... Did you have to just top deck and be annoying? The Thundering Raiju is a pain in the butt, because now they can put this on the Renegade. Why would they do that? Hold on, why would you do that? That makes no sense to me. Because Thalia, you should have put this on this, right? That's a little strange to me. So I'm going to do this. We can do this. I guess we just want to... I'm just going to chump block. It's not fun to chump block, but at this point I am a little... Well, no. Nah, yeah. We want to be wary of our life here, so we'll chump block this. This just dies, and then this just gets, like, just demolished, so... So that just goes bye-bye, and that just goes bye-bye, and we only take 1 casualty there. I think that's pretty gosh darn good. So let's go ahead and use the Aspirant on the Adeline here. Yeah, let's go ahead and use this on the Adeline here, and we could also use Hopeful Initiate, but let's go ahead and just do this. So training, 2/3. We could also, I mean, we always have this in our pocket, so pretty nice. They're just going to go down to 11, and I'm actually just going to... I'm not going to play anything. I don't think that's really necessary. We can sit on a Fateful Absence, or we can use the Initiate to destroy a target artifact or enchantment. And I think we're sitting kind of pretty here. We are at 9 life, but at this point, I don't know. I'm really surprised. I think they should have taken the Thundering Raiju and put it on the Renegade, because I couldn't have used Thalia to just obliterate their creature at no cost that way. I would have had to have used Thalia and something else, and the Thalia would have died. So I think that was a misplay on our opponent's part. But I kind of dig this Upriser Renegade. It's kind of nice for what they're using it as. It kind of needs like some trample action, but you know. So you're going to play another one up to a 3/3. They can go ahead and reconfigure it. So I'm trying to think if I can do anything crazy here. So they're going to give us... So, okay, they're going to... I mean, we can be cute here and use the Hopeful Initiative. I think we can just go for the Fateful Absence. But let's see if we can get cute here. So they're going to swing in here, but I mean, I think she can't. I was about to say we could actually get really cute there, but don't think it's necessary. We're just gonna go ahead and flash in this Fateful Absence on the equipped Renegade. Sure, they do get another. Actually, yeah, okay, it doesn't even really matter. But good game. LeBron James says it's an honor to meet ya. Let's go ahead and hoop it up here. Let's go ahead and keep this. A little bit rough starting out with Thalia. I know people give a little freaky deaky when you go with Thalia and you also running Snakeskin Veil and whatnot, but I promise you it is not that big a deal. So let's go ahead and start with Overgrown Farmland. I like to get quirky and just place it down first. You know, if you don't have a turn 1, don't want to commit to white or green. When you don't have to. Doesn't really matter that much in this case, but as a general rule of thumb, that's what I kind of like to do. So let's see what we're playing into. Got some Rakdos action here from LeBron James. Well, LeBron James. Oh, Dragon Spark Reactor. Okay, so that's going to be okay. I think we can handle that. That's not going to be a big deal long term, and we're going to be able to slow them down with the Thalia, because this deck likes to run a ton of different artifacts. So I'm just going to go ahead and drop this for white, and let's go for Thalia. The Hopeful Initiative would have been wonderful to have on turn 1, but unfortunately, you know, hey, it is what it is. So now everything's going to cost 1 more, so we can't go into our Angelfire Ignition, but that's okay. That's okay. Kamanu, it now costs 2, so but they still get it out. We go on 19, and okay, they got the Epicure as well. Okie dokie, down to 18 we go. This goes up to 2 counters here. The Elite Spellbinder, how are you doing? How are you doing here? I guess we'll go ahead and go just for white. Yeah, it doesn't really matter here, but we'll go for white. We don't even have any red anyway for the Angelfire Ignition, so no big deal there. And what do we want to do now? What do we want to do now? Let's go ahead and just swing in. Let's just. I think we can be a little bit aggressive here. I'm okay with it. So we're gonna have Elite Spellbinder as well. Let's go ahead and get rid of something here. Swinging in here is actually a tad bit aggressive, but I think it's okay. So the Mihawk Massacre. Ooh, well, let's go ahead and take away this Mihawk Massacre. That is going to be problematic in due time. So now this stage 2, this card is very, very good. It's one of like the best 1-drops in the game right now. I'm being serious. I really do think it's that good. So the Dragon Spark Reactor is going to be doing some crazy things in due time. This Ronin is actually really annoying, really, really annoying for us, because Dragon Spark Reactor is going to go up. So we kind of screwed ourselves, because now we don't. If we had a red source with the Angelfire Ignition, I wouldn't be so scared. But I guess we kind of forced ourselves into going aggro, and they do have a Mihawk Massacre. We don't have a red source, which is a problem. So I think I'm gonna actually do this. Oh, it doesn't feel good. If we get a red source here, I will feel really stupid. But just because we don't. We're playing really weird. We're playing really weird. We don't have a red source, but we will be able to get into our Legion Angel, which is still pretty good. So let's go ahead and just drop our Legion Angel. Want to get into a red source somewhere, somehow. That is one of the biggest drawbacks of this deck. We can't swing with Thalia, so we're kind of in like defensive mode by now. And I'm kind of wondering if they want to take the Dragon Spark Reactor at this point. I mean, they don't even want to play their own Mihawk Massacre at this point, because it would kill one of their own creatures. So we're kind of in a weird spot here. Pretty much as awkward as it gets. So what they're going to do, Bloodtith Harvester, they're going to kick up the Dragon Spark Reactor. But we have to be careful with this Dragon Spark Reactor, because if we don't get into one of our like Boseijus or something, it can definitely do some work. So I'm perfectly okay with trading with the Legion Angel here, so I don't think they want to do that. If they want to do that, that's fine with me. I'm okay with doing this. This thing is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, so I'm very okay with trading here. We can just keep refueling Legion Angels for, like, you know, 2 or 3 turns, so So they actually, I'm okay with that. That's perfectly fine trade with me. We do get another Hopeful Initiate. We could go for Initiate. We could actually go pretty wide here. We could actually go for Hopeful Initiate and then go for Fateful Absence. Or we could just drop another Legion Angel. But this Mihook, they can't even play this Mihook, and they don't want to anyway, so. This is kind of hard. We could go for Initiate, double Initiate, and then a Snakeskin Veil. Or, I guess we'll just play it safe and just go for another Legion Angel. I mean, the Legion Angel is just such a powerful move. What it can do for you is just unlimited value. But we're at a point now where, like, do we even want the value? We're kind of getting a little bit nervous here. I am kind of wanting to swing in, but I'm kind of not. If we swing in here, I think we just have to wait, because this Dragon Spark Reactor is going to be able to get the best of us eventually. What I'm really nervous about, what I kind of wanted to go wide, so they had another one. Why I kind of wanted to go wide with the two Hopeful Initiates is because they can use this Dragon Spark Reactor to blow up the Legion Angel. But I still think we're sitting, like, mildly okay. I don't think it's time to panic yet. If we get into another red source, that's not a red source. It's not a red source. But, darn, the red source is going to be kind of clutch here. Okay, well, we can still go for a Legion Angel and grab our last Angel out of our sideboard, which is still pretty awesome, and drop another Hopeful Initiate. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and swing in. 14 to 17, we take the lead. And they can go ahead and use their Dragon Spark Reactor if they draw into one more land. They also have blood tokens that they can use to draw into land if that's kind of what they're wanting to do. But we kind of have the edge on the board now, so if we just get into one red source with this Angelfire Ignition, we're probably locking down the game, because this also has lifelink, does a lot of different things for us. So Sanguine Statuette, this card is actually really cool. I actually really like this deck. So it goes up to 8, and this is nothing to scoff at here. So they're going to kill our Legion Angel. That's fine. We still have the lead on the board. They can't swing in or anything. Oh my, where's our red sources? Where are our red sources? It's so sad. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okie dokie. So this has up to 8. They still can't, kill us or anything, so it's not that big a deal. But I'm going to go ahead and just drop our little Legion Angel here. Not very little. Not very little at all. No more Legion Angels to be had, unfortunately, but that's okay. And I think I just want to be aggressive here. So yeah, I think we can be aggressive here. I'm going to swing in with everything. This will be able to train. This has first strike. And we'll also be able to drop another Hopeful Initiative. Or we can go Snakeskin Veil if they like do some double blocking weirdness. Are they going to do some double blocking weirdness? The Hopeful Initiative can also take care of the Dragon Spark Reactor. So they're actually going to use this. We're going to use our Snakeskin Veil to pump this up to a 3-4. And now we just get clean damage off. Boom, boom, boom. Down to 8. And they're in trouble. They're in trouble. We have 17 life. They can use the Dragon Spark Reactor, but at this point, they are so far behind. I don't think that they can crawl out of this. The Hopeful Initiate can also... I think it's pretty much game over. So, yeah, they can make this a 3-3. That is fine. That is fine because, again, this Hopeful Initiate is going to be able to just bonk away this Dragon Spark Reactor. And it's it. It's it. We took control, baby. Let's get it. So we're back here at the hideout with the post-game wrap, and I'm definitely just going to say this deck is absolutely awesome. This deck was even better than I imagined, honestly, so I will probably be using this deck to probably just play on the ladder casually when I'm not recording. That's how good this is. Again, maybe kick up the Snakeskin Veil to 2 and the Fateful Absence to 3. I think that's probably how I'll release this deck, because the Fateful Absence, you do kind of need it, but... yeah, overall, this deck is absolutely insane. I'm going to be playing this. I'm going to be casually ranking up on the ladder with this deck because I think it's that powerful. Probably one of the most powerful decks I have seen in this format as far as aggro goes. So go ahead and leave me a like. The button looks just like this. It helps out the channel tremendously. Go ahead and subscribe, like, comment. Tell me how ugly I am in the comments below because it just helps out the channel and I really appreciate all of you. But until the next episode, I will see you then. ManaMan, out.